Hey, y'all do me a huge favor before we get into anything right now, man. I need y'all to spam Thugger Free. It ain't no more free Thugger no more. Thugger Free. It better be over 2,000 comments there right now. 2,000. I swear to God, she wanna fiddle. That boy Thugger is free, man. This been a crazy ride. Let me show y'all right now. I'm finna just put it on the screen. This is what the judge had to say. This man is going home. Originally, if y'all seen on the Shade Room, they were talking about a plea deal. They was, you know, he hopped in a plea deal, non-negotiable plea deal, which just means that he leaving it all up to the judge to give him whatever years he's going to serve. You know what I'm saying? And luckily, what it seemed like this judge was on his side. And this is probably one of the most craziest things, because out of everybody that took a plea deal, everybody finna be saying if you just would have shut your mouth, things would have been able to happen this way. Everybody else pleaded out, got free, and now it's really finna stand down to what's finna go on with Gunna, what's finna go on with Woody. Like when he get out, it's finna be a lot of stuff that people finna be wondering, like, what's really going on? You know what I'm saying? So this is probably one of the most, I know my place look pretty crazy right now. I'm trying to get it together, but that's besides the point. But it's finna be some actual things that go on now that he's released. All the stuff that people been wondering. Everybody been wondering, has Gunna been a rat? Is Woody a rat? All of these people that's been copied these pleas, they are trying to wonder what's going on right now. So right now, what we finna play is what the judge had to say once she granted Young Thug basically his freedom for today. He will be having 15 years in probation, which is mean, bro. That means that he cannot violate his probation at all for 15 years, or possibly they would give him a 20-year sentence. So 25-year sentence seemed like on some 6ix9ine stuff, how he just got locked up for violating his probation. But I'm positive Thugger finna be on something totally different. And I heard that he can go out the country as well. So he can travel and do whatever he needs to do. He's basically a free man. He just had 15 years probation. So let's see what's going on right now, then what happened.
All right. So it is not lost on the court that the state, had they been able to come to agreement on certain special conditions, was willing to entirely dismiss the RICO count, was willing to entirely dismiss one of the gang counts, and was willing to entirely dismiss this, machine gun count. Was willing to give a sentence that permitted Mr. Williams to walk out of the door today.
Wow.
And therefore does not seem to be particularly worried that Mr. Williams, if on the streets, would be a danger to society. I'm taking that into consideration and crafting my sentence.
Right.
And in permitting a no-low plea to the RICO count and one of the 2 gang counts, I would not be permitting the no-low to the one if you were not pleading guilty to at least one of them. Right. But you are, and y'all admit a factual basis for the counts that you are pleading guilty to. I find there to be a factual basis for those counts, and for the remaining counts with which you are charged. I am going to impose a sentence, and I've taken a little bit of the suggested special conditions from the defense and a little bit of the special conditions suggested by the prosecution. On count 1, the court sentence is 20 years to serve 5 years, commuted to time served, the balance of 15 years to be probated, and a $25,000 fine. On count 2, the sentence is 5 years to serve, commuted to time served. That's the minimum sentence that's permitted on that count. It is required to be run consecutively. I'm going to run it consecutive to count 1, but I am going to backload. Oh, I'm sorry, that is not commuted. That is 5 years to serve, and it's going to be run consecutively to count 1, backloaded, by which I mean after you serve your 15 years of probation, if you have been successful on that probation, and I sincerely hope that you are, then at the end of that 15 years, I will commute the entire rest of any service portion of your sentence to time served. So
Wow.
I'll
Yeah, I heard
get
it
to the
there.
end of it and give you the total sentence. But I'm also going to impose a $15,000 fine with regard to that count. Count 57, 20 years to serve 5, commuted to time served, the balance of 15 years probated, concurrent with count 1. Count 58, 10 years to serve 5, commuted to time served, balance probated, concurrent with count 1. 59, 5 years to serve, commuted to time served, concurrent with count 1. 60, 5 years to serve, commuted to time served, concurrent with count 1. Count 61, 5 years to serve, that is required to be also a consecutive sentence, so that's going to be run consecutively to count 56 and backloaded. Count 62, 10 years to serve, also required to be served consecutively, that's going to be consecutive to count 61, also backloaded. So essentially, the total sentence is 40 years to serve the first 5 years in prison, but commuted to the time that you have already served, followed by 15 years on probation, followed then by the backloaded 20 years, which can be served in custody and will be served in custody if you are not successful on your probation. If you are successful in completing your 15 years probation, that will be commuted to time served.
Wow. It sounded like the same thing that they was giving Young Boy. But yeah, I seen what happened to Young Boy. He was just on something crazy, violating his stuff. I don't know what he had going on, but it seemed like nothing had changed, man. Okay, so he banned, hold on. Let's say this, hold on. He banned from Metro Atlanta. Has to do 4 presentations / concerns a year against gang violence, can travel for work, to make music, no contact with gang members or co-defendants except for his brother in Ghana. Oh my God. Okay, now that's crazy. So I wonder within that plea deal, that's what his lawyer recommended. And I'm positive his lawyer recommended this for him to have contact with his brother in Ghana. That means that he's not upset possibly at what Ghana did. And that's what the whole world been wondering. Was Thug upset at Ghana? Like, so this to me, this is completely sticking out. This is 100% sticking out right here. Like, because this had to be in terms that I feel like Thug wanted. This is also terms that, of course, they had to come on terms together, but him to have contact with Gunna is probably one of the craziest things ever. And I wonder, is that why he pleaded out? So when this thing came about, that he would be able to have contact. And I'm gonna be honest, if this is true and they played the cards along the whole time, you know how many people have spoke on a Gunna situation? A lot of people. Almost every rapper you can speak on, like even Thug closest friends, a lot of people that spoke on Gunna. So I don't know, man. This is finna be opening a lot of questions. Just let him go. Let him keep his passport, by the way. Facts, full sentencing. For him to have contact with Gunna, that's what people been wanting. I ain't gonna lie, them shows finna go crazy. He can't have, bro, do you not know if in 15 years past he have a show? So Metro Atlanta means that he probably can have a show at Sandy Spring. You get what I'm saying? Let's say cover like the whole like Metro. He probably got to go in Gwinnett, somewhere far in Gwinnett. I don't know how far in Gwinnett you can go. That boy got to go in Alpharetta. That's not even Gwinnett. You got to go in Alpharetta, Milton. Probably a little further than that, but he'd be able to have a show. This is going to take some time probably in Georgia, and that show go crazy, man. I wonder if the Shade Room posted anything. Let me look online right now and see if Shade Room had posted anything, because I know everybody be waiting on the Shade Room to post. Yep, here it go right here. Let me go ahead and put it on the screen for y'all right here. This is what it say. Young Thug sentenced to 40 years, time served, and probation. So 40 years, 5 years in prison commuted to the time served because he already served his time. But 15 years of probation is very crazy, but hey, this is pretty crazy, man. Which is, I feel like Thug been moving smart, but if he goes back and violate his probation, it got to be somebody that was close to him. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that he's been moving smart even before he got locked up. Like it really wasn't nothing that was just publicly like on some young boy crash out stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty good. I know Mariah the time, boy. When I say Mariah finna get that D, I know y'all like, what type of D? Mariah the scientist finna get pregnant. I'm talking about first day. Dude ain't had no kitty in 5 years. I'm talking about he finna be smashing her every single day. They just need to be moving to Dubai. Just move to Dubai. Make music, move to Dubai, let him live his life. No violence, none of that going on. He will make a lot of money out there in Dubai. They like, you know, them folks like spending that money, man. You know, but yeah. Hey, shout out to Mariah the Scientist. Shout out to Young Thug, man. Shout out to YSL, man. Use this as an example, bro. This finna be another Boosie situation. Wait till Boosie say something. I'm positive. Let me see if I'm positive some rappers had something to say. The question is, what happened next, y'all? I'm gonna leave that up to the comments. I'm gonna let y'all let me know what y'all think finna happen next, man. But it does seem like that it's finna be some stuff. It's some real stuff is finna go down. He finna be able to speak. I know his first show finna be on some, this like Big Meech. You know, Big Meech that got released last week. You know what I'm saying? Halloween is today. This finna be something crazy, bro. Halloween is today. I don't gotta say too much, man. Thugger Free. Spam it down below. Looking forward to that music, man. Let's get it. Let's go.